so we can't listen to the radio while we work, at least while I have the microphone on. Yeah, it's on. Hey everybody, welcome back to the shop. My name is Zach, and we're here in my glorious little place, and we're at the corner of my lovely shop, which is usually crammed with crap. Honestly, it was all like crap and garbage, but you see, it's been cleaned out, and the shelf is stacked, and I need to go through the shelf setup again because there's a dirt bike there that needs to get built and fixed, but that'll be another video whenever we're looking for a fun like winter project. Right now, we are going to be working on something special. This engine is out of my 2002 Jaguar X Type. It has been my faux race car for some years now. So I've had the car for quite a while. Always wanted to take it racing. Haven't had the money to go racing, but I still drove it like a race car, as in red line, every shift, every chance I could. So this is the second engine from that car, because the first engine burned oil, and I took it autocrossing, and I changed the oil like 2 months before then, and I was like, oh yeah, it's fine, I just did the oil, and I didn't know that it was drinking that much oil. And it was all gone. So I hooked it on a long sweeper in the first corner at high RPM, and that was it for that engine. So then we went and got this one. I have either a picture or a video somewhere of some guy in Pennsylvania, probably about 2 hours from here, was selling parts out of the car because it was so rusted and bad. So I bought the engine off of him for like $200. And he actually helped us sawzall the motor out of the car because I was trying to do it right by taking all the underpinnings off, but when we went to go jack the car up, it literally collapsed. So we had to pull everything out of the top, which everything was in the way. So he said, hey, if you separate the transmission for me and leave the torque converter behind, because I've sold those already, I got an idea to help you get this out of the car. I said, shoot, old man, I'm all for it. And he walks out with a big sawzall, several blades, and an extension cable. So that man was awesome. He helped us cut this engine out. And then I drove this engine for several years and had a lot of fun with it. But it's a British car. You think American cars are bad or Harley Davidsons are bad? You have no idea. If a British car is not leaking, it doesn't have any oil. If the wiring hasn't failed yet, it's because it's about to. So yeah. Long story short, this thing leaked. And it leaked bad. And it leaked all the oil out of it. And one day I was behind someone slow, and I dropped 2 gears after he turned off, and I hit red line, and I lost oil pressure. There's no oil pressure gauge in the car, so how would I have known? Engine shuts off. Freak out for a second. Restart the engine. And then you just hear 6 hammers knocking away. And then I proceeded to drive the car 20 miles without topping off the oil. I drove it all the way to my mom's house behind the barn. After I brought it to the shop, went back to my mom's house behind the barn for a while, then drove it back here. So I figured it up about 20 miles round trip. So it needs rebuilt, and I'm like, I'm not buying another engine. I have 2 engines, 3 crankshafts. The blocks are good on both of them, so now it's just kind of like figuring out which crankshaft and bearings and cylinder heads and stuff I want to use, and it's just a matter of rebuilding it. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a nice little teardown video, and we're going to pull this whole engine apart, and we're going to set pieces and chunks aside, and I got my wash tank ready, and we're going to clean some of these parts up, and we're going to start the rebuild process on this engine, and hopefully once it's rebuilt, it'll go back in the car, which will then have the interior fully stripped. If I can't afford it, I'd like to put at least a back half cage in it, if not a full cage. And we can start somewhere, then upgrade. We just got to get it track enough legal for track days, and then we'll start refining the car once we can actually go on course. So that's the plan for today, and as you can tell probably from the video, it is... Hold up. That's a lot. It is very hot. It is late July, and actually, it's first day of August today. At least from this filming, first day of August. You probably won't see this video for a couple of weeks. So yeah, it's summertime in the Virginia that would have went west, or the Virginia that did go west, and it's rather humid in some places here. And there's a little creek, not but 120 yards from my shop, that runs literally all the way around the shop and down, so it gets really humid here. All right, guys, so let's grab some. I already got a couple tools out, but let's grab some more tools and start with the valve cover and the water pump and move on to the exhaust system. I can see I already have one stud snapped. Yes. I just bought oxygen. And we'll get this guy torn down and we'll see how badly I destroyed it. So, all right, let's get started. pulled it apart. Got down to the bearing. The cat looks like it got pretty hot. Doesn't feel crazy ridged like it's spun or anything. It looks like it got nice and toasty. Maybe it did spin. Maybe it did spin. I hope it didn't spin, because oh yeah, a lot of complications, wouldn't it? Oh, there we go. It's moving. Nope, it's just tight. Oh. Oof. Oh, that's bad. Oh. Oh my gosh. Wow. All right, let me wipe my hands off and I'll get you in here. All right. First things first. Look at our bearing. Here's the back side. You can see the heat marks. Really, really hot there. Eesh. Yeah, that's bad. Wow, that's bad. Okay. Let me wipe off the inside of this. Do. Yeah, that ain't no better, is it? Wow. I mean, look at that. Look how bad that is. That's insane. Wow. Well, good news, the walls look great. But that's on a new level. Well, the wife's coming with food, so I guess I have the time to beat these pistons out and check out the whole thing. benefits of being married. She brings you food. So say what you will, all in all, the main bearings actually look okay. Now you can see the cylinder walls look decent too. I think it just needs a rehone. Dingle ball ought to do well. The crank, a little bit different there. So for our main journals, this is the worst one. And I'm having trouble getting it to come up on camera. So yeah, the worst of this, I mean, it's barely rough by fingernail. There's another spot there. Still can't really see it. So the main journals on this thing are okay. For the main journals, I am fully comfortable taking this and just polishing it up and then poof, dropping it back in with a fresh set of standard bearings. So the main cap bearings are not a problem. These rod bearings, however, are a whole nother story. These things in some places are absolutely chewed up. Right there would be a good one. Get the camera to focus. There it goes. Look how chewed up that is. Man, that's rough. So I don't know what I'm going to do about that is. But the caps themselves, except for a little heat checking, look pretty good. So I got one piston here that's got a little pinhole that where the two pieces of the block go together. The actual connecting rod where it clamps onto here. There's a little pinhole. So I might use one of my other pistons to replace that one, but I think these pistons just need cleaned up and redone. So I think some oil rings are in order. I think the regular rings are good. Get a new set of oil rings, rehone the block. The cylinder heads look good. Look them over. They look pretty nice. So it's really just the rods on this thing. Just the rod bearings are destroyed and the rod journal. I'll have to play around with some stuff that I got and see if I can't find something that works. But I think all in all, this is probably going to be the crank I end up reusing, and I will probably reuse this block. And I have some special plans for my other block, but I will reveal those later when I have money. But for a cheapie, we're just going to do this block here. Alright guys, thanks for watching. That was just a basic tear down look over of my engine to see how badly I destroyed it. So we're going to go through next, so we're going to start cleaning parts and measuring things out, and we're going to see exactly where everything sits. And I might just try something on there that I'm going to advise you not do at home, but it might work for me. We'll find out later. So, thanks for watching again, guys. In the meantime, please like and subscribe. There's more content coming your way now that I'm back to my shop working on a regular schedule. So, I'll see you guys in the shop. Take care. Hey guys, just want to break off for a second to say thank you for watching this video. Make sure you like and subscribe to our channel. You can also follow me on my Instagram. My Instagram tag is zhahn1995. That's ZHAHN 1995, and you know you got the right profile because it's got my face and my bike on it. So make sure you like and subscribe and follow me on the Instagram because we got a lot of interesting stuff coming up, and I want to make sure you see it in time.